Buda and Pest, separated by the Danube River, create one of Europe's most beautiful cities.
Travel companions, welcome to Budapest. Budapest is the capital of Hungary, divided, as we said, by the Danube River. It is one of the most beautiful capitals in Europe, and with a special atmosphere that surrounds you and makes you fall in love. It's no wonder it's called the Pearl of the Danube. We dedicated 4 days to it, although we would have liked to spend more time there. We'll divide what we visited over these 4 days so you can start planning your own itinerary. After that, we'll share our accommodation, where we had dinner and a special outing we did.
Thank you.
Before we begin, let's clarify that the currency in Hungary is not the euro, but the Hungarian forint. The current exchange rate is about 383 forints for 1 euro, so you'll need to convert the prices. Credit or debit cards are accepted in most places. We use the latter, although we always carry some cash. Day 1 in political, economic, social, and technological. As mentioned earlier, the Danube River runs through this city. Today, we're starting on the political, economic, social, and technological side. As always, we started with a free tour. It started at Kossuth Square, at the Parliament, and from there we took a tour of about 2.5 hours, ending at the Budapest Synagogue.
Day 2.
The Fritter system is used worldwide. It's an enjoyable way to learn a bit about the city's history and get information and tips about it. We always do them when we visit a place for the first time. Remember to make your reservation and, at the end, leave a payment that matches how the tour was. And since we mentioned the Parliament, we'll start by showing you this emblem of the city and telling you how to organize your visit there. It's the country's largest building, constructed from 1884 to 1902. It is the second largest parliament in the world, after the one in Romania. Honestly, anything I could tell you is little and pales in comparison to the image. It's simply wonderful. You can visit the inside of the Parliament, and I promise you it's worth doing. Now I'll tell you the options for doing this visit. The visit can be done with an audio guide in Spanish at specific times. You can buy it on the website provided by the official Parliament site. The price for visitors from outside Europe is 10,000 forints, which is about 26 euros. And the duration of the interior tour is about 45 minutes. Then there's the option we chose, which costs 30 euros on Civitatis. The tour includes a guide who will walk around the exterior of the Parliament for about 30 to 45 minutes, and then you'll enter the visitor center, and the guide will give you your ticket there. The entrance to the Parliament. She leaves, and you start the 45-minute audio-guided tour inside the Parliament with the Spanish-speaking group. As I said, words aren't needed before these impressive halls. If you're only going to do one tour in Budapest, this might be the one. As always, I'll tell you about our experience and how it turned out for our taste, which doesn't mean it will be the same for you. The tour of the outside was repetitive for us, because we had already done the free tour, so we would have made a better choice if we had just gotten the audio guide ticket. But I'll leave you with the options, and you can decide what kind of experience you're looking for. I'll leave the link to the official site and also to the guided tour on the blog. Thank you. We continue the tour and walk a few meters with the view of Buda in front of us. Shoes Monument. We arrive here at a moving monument. Lots of shoes by the river. They remind us of the murder of the Jews in Hungary. The Jews from the Budapest ghetto were tied together in pairs, and after shooting one of them, they were thrown into the river. Chilling. And you're really left speechless? Our steps keep crossing the city. We find a wine fair. The statue of Ronald Reagan. We pass through Liberty Square, the statue of the fat policeman. And after about a kilometer of walking, we will arrive at St. Stephen's Basilica. Along with the Budapest Parliament, they are the tallest buildings in the city, standing at 96 meters high. It's also the second largest religious building in the country. Though the interior is beautiful, we were drawn to climb up to the dome. You ascend by elevator, but a short flight of stairs awaits at the top. The views are spectacular. Judge for yourselves by the images.
The price.
The entrance fee is 2,000 forints, about €5, for the church interior, and 3,200 forints, about €8, to visit the dome. The all-in-one ticket costs 4,500 forints, or €12.
No.
We haven't mentioned any tourist pass because we haven't used one in this city, since we thought we weren't going to do that many paid activities, and some of the ones we were going to do weren't included. But you should do your own math, like I always say, right? Don't just listen to what I tell you, but do your own research. Accommodation Square. Walking 450 more meters, we arrive at Accommodation Square, Elizabeth Square, named in honor of Empress Sissi. It's a lively hub.
Thank you
for watching
the video.
We found the Budapest Ferris wheel here, as well as the Danube fountain.
Thank you for watching the video.
Just a few steps further, about 200 meters away in Boros Marti Square, we found one of Budapest's famous confectioneries, Yerbod Pastry Shop.
We
wanted to visit, but the timing didn't work out, so we didn't go in. If any of you have done it, let me know in the comments what you thought and if it's worth including. We went to the New York Café. I'll share the experience later. Doheny Street Synagogue. We keep walking. 700 meters separate us from the second largest synagogue in the world. From the outside, its neo-Moorish architecture and large size catch our attention, only surpassed in the world by the New York Synagogue.
The interior is really worth seeing. You can get your ticket at the place or on their website, which I'll leave on the blog.
The cost is 9,000 forints, which is about 23 euros. After leaving, take a walk around the area. You will find many stories about the Jews of the ghetto and also the Tree of Life, which is behind the synagogue. We are here in the Jewish Quarter. You can take a walking tour of it on your own or join a free tour. In our case, we didn't have time to take the tour, but it's good to know that this option is also available.
Thank you for the video. Yes.
If you want a place to find places to eat and relax for this or any other day, the Gast de Kurt area is a good option. I write everything down because it's really hard for me to know how to pronounce them. As I was saying, it's a good option, even if it's just to go and see. It's very close to the synagogue in the heart of the Jewish Quarter.
Thank you for watching the video.
Thank you for watching
The video.
Thank you. Watch video. Thank you for the video. Thank you for watching the video.
Street Food Caravan, a place with food stalls, is a very good option, and it's also very close to the area.
Thank you, video. Thank you for watching the video. Thank you for watching the video. Thank you for the...
Thank you.
And we end the day with a very good choice, both for the day and for the night.
The Ruin Pub.
As I was saying, we end the day in a ruin bar. What is a ruin pub?
These unique bars are in old buildings in the Jewish Quarter. The decoration is made with everything old you can imagine, graffiti and more, which makes them very colorful and attractive places. When deciding to go have a beer or just explore them, you can visit them both during the day and at night. And if I were you, I wouldn't miss them. The most famous of them is Simple Kurt, although there are many others. Are you enjoying the video? If so, we ask you to subscribe. Did you do it already? Now let's continue. Day 2 in Buda. On the first day, we got the views from Pest to Buda. Today, we will cross the chain bridge to Buda to visit many things on that side of the Danube and get the best views towards Pest, with the grandeur of its parliament. You can go up by funicular, but the price is high. Inaugurated in 1870, it is a tourist attraction. The schedule is from 7:30 to 10 o'clock p.m. As we said, going up isn't cheap. You can't use the regular Budapest public transport passes or tickets. It has its own ticket that you buy at the ticket offices at its stops. The price is 4,000 forints, which is over 10 euros. That's for a round trip. At this time, there is no one-way trip available.
Personally, I don't think it's worth paying that cost. I'll leave the info from their website on the blog. But if you walk about 500 meters to Bazar Jardins del Castillo, you'll find an elevator plus stairs for the climb, free of charge. Free tour of the castle district. In our case, we started with a free tour. the tour through Buda. It started at Kalman Square to begin the tour by passing through the Vienna Gate. So we went directly by metro, and on the way back we would use the stairs and elevator I just mentioned. Continuing the walk toward the Fisherman's Bastion, Fisherman's Bastion Tour. We're about 400 meters apart between the Vienna Gate and Fisherman's Bastion. This structure, dating to 1902, was completed after nearly 2 decades of construction. Its 7 towers commemorate the 7 founding tribes of Hungary. In the fortress, there is a statue of Stephen Lant on horseback. Most photos with the Danube and Parliament in the background are taken from here. The number of people is impressive. It's hard to find a spot to take pictures.
We came back to see the evening from there, and I highly recommend doing it.
When we woke up, to the birds, and we see the sun. Now you know who to visit. Subscribe to the channel.
Matthias Church is just a few steps away.
Matthias Church was built from the 13th to 15th centuries and extensively renovated in the late 19th century. The entrance fee is 2,500 forints, and for climbing the tower, it's 2,900 forints. Let's continue. Journey to Buda Castle. Buda Castle was the historic home of Hungarian kings in Budapest. We get the view and the postcard of it, as you saw the previous day, from Pest. But here we can choose to do
Different tours.
It houses the Széchenyi Library, the Hungarian National Gallery, and the Budapest History Museum. You can also simply walk freely around the entire grounds, and also get views of Pest. Citadel Lookout of Budapest on Gellert Hill. The Citadel Lookout on Gellert Hill
Is a very popular place. If you still have energy and time, you can add it from here. This citadel, built in 1851, was declared a tourist attraction in 1960. Hellert's Bay. To end the day and rest after having walked a whole lot, we chose the Hellert Spa, which is on this side of Buda, right in front of the Liberty Bridge, which, by the way, is a very beautiful bridge. Budapest is famous for its thermal waters and several complexes with them, all with the elegance of the past. We'll show you 2 options to choose from. The first is on the Buda side, the Hellert Spa. We'll see the other one tomorrow, and it will be in Pest, the Széchenyi Spa.
You can tell it has lost its former splendor, but entering this thermal resort feels like stepping into an old movie because of the building here. We went with the reservation already made. The entrance fee is about 37 euros with a locker, and 39 euros with a changing cabin. You can stay in the pools all day if you like. You can get the ticket for less on the official website, but it doesn't include free cancellation. I'll post everything on the blog. You should bring your swimsuit, flip-flops, and towels, because at least at that time, they were no longer renting all of this. They were only selling it. Some pools require swim caps. Inside, you can buy drinks and something to eat if you want. Payments are made by card. Even though I'm not a big fan of these kinds of places, the water relaxed us a lot, and at that point, our bodies really needed it. It's something you should see at least once when you visit Budapest. Feeling refreshed, we start heading back. At that hour, seeing the Parliament building right in front of you is just too tempting. Day 3 in Budapest. Today we'll stay in Pest, and now we're going to visit the other thermal bath, so you can compare and choose.
Achingi baths. They're not the only two there are. There are several more, but these are probably among the most well-known. Achingi, located in the city park, is always very crowded. The entrance fee is about 37 euros, including the locker to store your belongings. You can also get a changing cabin right there if you want. We also went there with our tickets already purchased and added the cabin. When we buy from sales websites, usually what we get is a voucher to exchange at the place. Take it with you, read it carefully, and present it. They will look for the provider and give you the tickets. Just like at the other spa, on the official website you can get it for a bit less, but you don't have free cancellation. To get here, we took advantage of riding the oldest metro in Budapest and the second oldest in Europe, only behind London, line number 1. The price of a metro ticket in Budapest is about €1. It's valid for a single trip. Do you have packs of 10 tickets for 3,000 forints? Or do you also have day passes? What you should never, ever forget is to validate them when you take the transport. City Park. Before continuing on Andrassy Avenue, you may want to walk through Varos Liget Park and visit the castle inside. This castle was initially built out of wood and cardboard for the 1896 exhibition, but it was so successful that it was rebuilt using stone and brick. You can also get to Heroes Square from here. But after taking a look, we were going to continue exploring along Andrassy Avenue. We'll start by walking along this avenue, but we could also take the subway since we're about 2 kilometers away. And now we're heading to the House of Terror. The House of Terror is a museum with exhibits about Hungary's dictatorial regimes in the 20th century and a commemoration of their victims, those who were tortured and executed. In this building, the entrance fee is 2,000 forints, which is about €5. In front of the House of Terror, we see a piece of the Berlin Wall. Did you see our tour of Berlin? If not, we'll leave the video for you at the end of this one. Now let's go to a glamorous place. The 700-meter walk will take us to the Budapest Opera House.
Honestly, as a music lover, I always try to visit places like this. I looked for tickets to attend an opera performance, but the schedules didn't match up, so we gave up on that option and took the guided tour of the opera house in Spanish. It was a great decision because it didn't disappoint us at all. In fact, it exceeded our expectations. Located on the already mentioned Andrassy Avenue, it was inaugurated in 1884 with the presence of Emperor Franz Joseph. The entrance fee is 19 euros. You have 3 available time slots, since, as I mentioned, the tour is guided in Spanish. Just like everyone else, I'll leave the information on the blog, and I'll also leave the website in case you want to get tickets to attend a show. For the guided tour, at the indicated time, you will go to the opera hall, and at that time a Spanish-speaking guide will come to start the tour with the group. The building is impressive inside, and the guide gave us a lot of information throughout the tour. At the end of the guided tour, there's a nice surprise for which we had to sit on the staircase, and ending with opera fragments. To wrap up this glamorous afternoon, we're heading to what's called the world's most beautiful cafe, Café New York. Let's be honest about our opinion. Without a doubt, it's beautiful and worth seeing, but it's expensive. When you arrive, you'll see a line of people waiting to enter. And next to it, a fast pass. If you pay 5 euros, the line moves really fast. So I wouldn't add that cost to the ones already waiting for you inside. The fast line is also for online reservations, but right now they're not available. The selection of desserts you find here all look excellent too, but I'll show you some examples of the prices. If you're going for the experience of seeing it up close, go ahead. As we always say, in these cases you're paying for the visit, and not really for what you consume. What you consume somewhere else would be much cheaper. Anyway, I wanted to show you so you can decide. If you decide not to go in and have something, I still recommend getting close to the door so you can see the beauty this cafe has inside. It's really impressive. We're wrapping up day 3, and at the end, I'll share with you the places where we had dinner, as well as the accommodation and a special outing. But let's move on to our last day, day number 4 in Budapest. Today's tour will take us for a walk down a street that, along with Andrassy Avenue, is one of the most important in Budapest. We're going to Basilica. Walking among brand-name shops, souvenir stands, and lots of tourists, we're heading toward the central market. Walk through Basilica. Enjoy looking at the shops, but wait to buy souvenirs at the market. Check the prices and then compare. The Budapest market is the oldest and largest indoor market in the city. It's a visit that's worth making, even if it's just to see its structure. We always really enjoy doing this kind of tour through markets, so it was something we enjoyed a lot. You'll find, divided among its floors, countless items, from souvenirs, as I mentioned, to food products, clothing, and so on. It's a lovely and colorful place to visit. This day ended up with fewer activities than the previous ones, but we'll take the opportunity to continue walking along the Danube
and to enjoy that stroll the city deserves. And we'll enjoy it too. A Danube cruise.
In our case, we chose it again with dinner. And in the next video, we'll show it to you. The evening boat ride to see the Parliament is a must. The beautifully lit views are worth it. As always, there are different ways to do it. Prices start at 15 euros. Dinners. While we sometimes had dinner near the hotel, one night we ate at a place we really liked. I'll write it here since I don't know how to say it. Honestly, the dinner was really good and the place was very nice too. As always, I'm leaving the receipt here for what we paid. Keep in mind that there are 2 of us, and we always have dinner with wine, so the costs are just for you to have an idea. If you go to the websites of the restaurants that I mentioned to you,
That I leave for you, you'll have access to the full menu, and there you'll see the prices of all the dishes.
remember that I leave that information in the posts I make about each city. Accommodation. The hotel was an excellent option, very close to St. Stephen's Basilica, the 3 corners. The service was wonderful, the breakfast was very good, and there was parking in the same facility, which made it a perfect choice for us. We paid 110 euros per night for a double room with breakfast in May. As always, I'm leaving you the option in the description so you can check for your dates. Travel companions, this was our route. There are always more things to add in Budapest, but we hope this will be the starting point for getting to know this city, which, as we said, is the pearl of the Danube. If you liked the video, but mainly if it was helpful to you, we ask that you help us out by subscribing, giving it a like, and sharing it with travelers whose next destination is Budapest. Travel companions, we'll see you sailing on the Danube with views of the Parliament in the next video.